Hello, gorgeous soul. April is the way forward for us all. We have Mercury going direct. We have Venus going direct. There's a lot of relief. And also, last month was about us shedding the past so that we could evolve to our future. And this month is all about connecting to where we're going and making it happen. Here's your monthly astrology. Hey Sagittarius, I have excellent news. You have entered a brand new era. Okay, technically this happened like 2 days before we went to April, but let me tell you this. The next 14 years or so is going to be a brand new era. I will be doing a whole video about this. But in the meantime, wow. Neptune, the planet of our spirituality, of our dreams, of magic, also illusion and delulu, so bear that in mind. You know, you gotta stick to the dreams that are real. But for you, this is going to be one of the most creative, loving, fun, joyful eras of your life. The only thing you got to do is not stray off the path into delulu and you'll be fine. Do you think you could do that? There is enough places to gallop that are positive. Do not gallop somewhere which is, you know, full of magic mushrooms that are going to lead you into an illusion. Figuratively speaking. Anyway, this is a time for you where you'll have the most extraordinary experiences. You will feel like totally like on a high lots of times in the coming weeks and years, and you will feel joy beyond your expectations. So just thought I'd tell you that. Congratulate you on the fabulousness that's coming your way. Keep on the straight and narrow. You know what I mean? Don't get too lost in the fog of joy. Don't get addicted to anything or anyone. Know that, you know, this pleasure that is coming to you is good, and it's for the evolution of your spirit. And I want you to enjoy it, revel in it, swim in it, and create marvelous things that bring not only you pleasure, but all of us. So that is just your initial message, and it's all good news in April, more or less. Because April is a big shift. We have Mercury, the planet of communication. We have Venus, the planet of love and abundance. Moving forward, thank goodness. And even right from the get-go, we have Mars sextile Uranus, planet of the unpredictable, saying to you, to come into your power, you might have to make a small tweak. And I'm going to show you what that tweak is. If I were to ask you now, do you know what it is you have to tweak to fully come into your power? Because I'd do that straight away, because all this fantastic stuff that's coming to you, it's important that you are in your power to be able to deal with it and build on it and commit to it. There's normally a theme monthly for all of us astrologically, and your two themes are joy, pleasure and creativity, and home and family. So you might find that your focus is pulled in those two directions, and you're having to make some pretty serious, potentially life-changing decisions on home and family, and also on what makes you happy, who is right for you, what is right for you, and what brings you joy. And on April the 6th, when the sun is sextile Jupiter, your ruler, you're like, yeah, I get it. I know what I want. And there's a clear path for you to gallop towards. You know, you are like that galloping, cantering, free-spirited pony, my wild ponies, as I like to call you, galloping towards what brings you joy. But it's likely to be connected to a partnership, a lover, a best friend, somebody that you can have joy with. I mean, obviously, it's amazing to have joy on our own, but it's even better when it's shared. And there is this moment when you realize who or what is going to expand your joy. And it should be a wonderful moment. Please let me know what happens. We then have Venus is still retrograde, anyway, on the 6th and 7th, but it's going to be trine Mars and also conjunct Saturn. There are some decisions to make about your family or your home, which are long term. So when you make these decisions, when you're thinking about these decisions, you know that once you make a decision, it's going to be, well, not necessarily permanent, but it's long-standing, and you'll have a responsibility connected to that. But obviously, only commit and make those decisions to do with your home and family that you know are right for you. And that is the main thing written into the bones of this month. Make the decisions that are right for you. Even if they're tough decisions, it's important now that you're honest about who and what you can commit to. And Mercury goes direct, making that conversation easier. So potentially, if you have to have a deep conversation, maybe wait till after the 7th. Although I have to say, on the same day, that is Venus is conjunct Saturn. So maybe the conversation will happen quite quickly. And you're very keen to go down this road because the North Node, which is our future, our destiny, our purpose, the evolution of our soul, we have Mercury, we have Venus, and we have Saturn all connecting to the North Node. So it's a big wake-up call about what's right for us. And we are able to speak our truth, we are able to commit to our truth, and we are able to follow what we truly love in the realest of senses. You know, not an obsession, not a fantasy, but what is real. I would even go so far as to say concrete love that we're building upon. But the North Node is where we're going. It's what we're here for, to head towards the North Node. And at various points, it teaches us various lessons. And at the moment, it's teaching you about your home and family and what's right. What is your destiny in those areas? And I always say, you know, the universe can surprise us with even more wonder once we speak our truth and we're standing in that. There's also a lot of healing for you, and you're regaining your belief in your creativity and happiness. You've done a lot of work on yourself, and on April the 12th, there is some kind of final thing to do with how willing are you to accept being happy. I know it might sound like a strange question, but I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. Sometimes you want to gallop into two different directions. Sometimes you're running away from your happiness. And right now, it's time to face it. Venus goes direct, hurrah, making all your relationships, including home and family ones, much easier on the 13th, which is the same day as the full moon in Libra, which could be a very busy day for you. How do you feel like showing your creativity, showing your true spirit when it comes to groups of people? Or do you hide under a bushel, or are you prepared to put your gifts out there? There's a moment where you'll, in this peak experience of the full moon, where there will be an opportunity or a reevaluation about how you do that. Then Mars enters Leo, which is obviously great for you because it's a fellow fire sign and you're feeling like yourself, you're feeling adventurous, and that carries on actually, this sense of adventure and friskiness. And again, you're finding it's almost like you need to move. You need to move, whether it's physically, whether it's emotionally. You need to have an adventure, and that should be delivered to you at the end of the month. When the sun goes into Taurus, you become a little bit more like, oh, I need my space. I need to think about things. But it's really good time for you to work hard and be meticulous and be detailed and change any habits or patterns that are working against you. We then have Venus conjunct the North Node, Saturn conjunct the North Node on the 23rd and the 25th. And that's a pivotal point. But I think it will bring you a big gift. It should bring you a big gift. You are ready to receive a big gift, and you're ready to reevaluate what home and family means to you. Now, finally, we have a new supermoon in Taurus. Again, if you've been fighting with yourself over something you're doing that you know is self-destructive or not good for you, or you need to declutter or transform something, then, or maybe you're fighting with someone else about these things, that may come to a head on the new moon. But the new moons are all about surrendering, releasing, letting go, and starting again. So what do you need to do to make that process easier? Don't talk about it. I would suggest you just do it. Anyway, luckily, on April 30th, Venus enters Aries, fellow fire sign, and you're back to feeling joyful. So whatever goes on in that new moon, it's a portal of possibility for you to let go of stuff you don't need. And then you will be frisky, happy, delighted, creative, excited, and a love magnet from April the 30th. 30th. Anyway, exciting times. Believe in you. It's time to make some decisions. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.
I like to class a reading as an oasis for the soul, time out where we can really spoil ourselves.
When someone comes online, I'm already there. Their energy straight away goes whoosh and the messages start.
We need happiness in our lives, we need joy, we need love, and these things shouldn't be so elusive. They should come to us as our birthright, and I want people to have that, to give them the ability to go directly to their dreams.
This work is incredible, it's joyful, it means so much that I'm able to give that gift to somebody.
I'll be looking at the obstacles in your life, but also the opportunities. I'd like to be the person that's going to straighten your crown for you.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them and gives some validations. So it was a psychic reading.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.